Welcome back to another video. I'm still on holiday, but I realized that I haven't really been doing a lot of food content lately, and this Airbnb has a kitchen. So I thought, you know what? I'll just do a quick little cooking video. We're gonna make some pork belly tacos. So yeah, we'll just see how the angles work and everything because I'm not in my own kitchen. So I'm also not using the equipment I normally use because I normally would use my Ninja Foodi to pressure cook and then air fry, but I'm gonna have to use the oven and just a regular pot. So just see how that comes out. And I'm sorry about any potential echo. So I'm gonna start out by just cutting up some onions. Let's get that in a bowl. And then here I have some garlic. So I'm just gonna peel those cloves real quick. Since it's gonna cook for a long time, I'm not gonna chop them because they're gonna fall apart anyway. And they're just the flavor of the pork anyway. It's just gonna get discarded, so let me just peel a couple of cloves here. And then next up, I have a bunch of chilies. So I'm staying here with my friend. She doesn't like spice very much, so I'm just gonna take the seeds out. And I'll just do that for the whole bunch of them. And then we're just gonna give these a quick chop. I'm not worried about getting them too fine because they'll cook for a long time, but we'll cut them up a bit smaller. And I'll get that in a bowl as well. And then next up, I have some pork belly. And I don't know how well you can see, but I'm just giving the skin a quick score. First one way. And then across. So a nice crisscross pattern over here. So time to move you all and see if I can find an angle by the stove. Yeah, I think that angle works. So just have a big pot. This is cast iron, but you don't need to. This is just what I had that will fit that piece of pork belly. So I'm just gonna add a bit of oil. And I just realized there is no salt here, but that's okay because I do have some stock cubes that I was gonna use anyway, so that's not too bad. So I have my onions and my garlic. Gonna throw that in. And my chilies. And normally I will add a little bit of salt to this, but since I don't have any, the salt will just have to get done by the stock. So I'm just going to soften up the vegetables a bit. Now that the vegetables have softened, I'm going to take my pork belly. I'm going to put that on top of the vegetables, skin side down, so as much as the fat can render out as possible. And then I will add some water. To coat that, I'll add my stock cubes. Normally I would add one, but since I'm not adding any salt, I'll do 2. And I'll also add the juice of 1 lime. So yeah, let's turn the heat all the way down. I'll make sure the meat is submerged. Put the lid on. Normally I would pressure cook this and that would take about 45 minutes, but if I'm doing it on a regular pot, I'm expecting it to take like what? Like 3 hours or something, but I'll keep checking if it's completely done yet. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. And the pork is starting to fall apart, so I can take that out now. And I'll let that cool off for a bit, and then I'll crisp that up in the oven. And I'll use the forced air at the highest temperature it will go. And I just crisped up the top a bit by putting it in the forced air, hot as it can go, 250 Celsius. I don't know how much that is in Fahrenheit, so I'm just gonna chop this up now for the tacos. And then to plate up, just some hard shell tacos with some lettuce in there, some pork belly, and I'm just gonna top that off with some salsa. Usually I make my own, but because I'm not at home, I don't want to make a whole big batch of salsa because I'm going home tomorrow, so just bought a quick jar. And there we go, some pork belly tacos.